Hello, this deliberation is in response to a request from the family of Dr. Mahesh Gupta following his departure from life a week before, and I'm asked to share my feelings and my memories with him here. First of all, I met Mahesh in the year 2000 when he came to join my leadership training in New Delhi with his wife. It may be relevant to give a brief introduction of mine because based on that, I shall be able to share a few memories with him and few learning from his life. I happen to be in the business of training and development and coaching. I run a very popular personal development training, UXL, which Mahesh and his wife came to join in the year 2000. And that was the beginning of our journey together on this earth, in this sojourn. In the next couple of minutes, I will not share my pain for his departure, and I will tell you why. When a person leaves their body, they don't have any attachment with this material world. Their love is unconditional. So expressing pain is not something which is required, especially for a person like him. Yes, pain is a reality. If someone like him lives so early, it disturbs, it pains. I have also suffered for that pain, but I've also learned that it is always better to remember such people with the memories of great learnings or great examples they left on this earth. So in the next couple of minutes, I will share what I have learned from him. To me, Mahesh Gupta has been a great mentor and a great role model. And I will tell you why I feel so. In 2000, when he joined my course, and let me tell you, it's not an easy course, it's a very tough course, very demanding course, especially for busy professionals like a doctor and an engineer and chartered accountant. And most of them join my courses. But Mahesh Gupta came from Sonipat with his wife. He never missed a single class. And the course was spread for 2 months. He never missed a single class, and he was never late. He made me a promise when I knew that he is a person joining from another town beyond Delhi. I told him that you cannot be late in the class. He told me, I will not give you a chance. And he kept his word. So first thing I learned from him is his commitment, his reliability, his dedication. And then as he joined the course, I remember with deep appreciation how he excelled in all the areas. We got a very tough memory training. We got a very tough speaking training. Every training he took intently, he imbibed the best, and he delivered the best. And as a result, when the course was over, he emerged as a champion of the course. So he demonstrated not only his dedication, his commitment, his perseverance, his enthusiasm, his hard work, and his eagerness to excel, create excellence. And after he passed out from the course, he was one of the rare few who used the imports of this training to the best in his life, in his business, everywhere. And then when he concluded the course, our journey started as Dr. Mahesh Gupta, whom I call Mahesh, and he also calls me Ashit, and that was our relationship. He always gave me the respect as an elder brother, as a senior member of the family, without pronouncing it, without being formal. He evinced it, he demonstrated it through his gestures, through his actions. And he joined as an alumni, as a very distinct alumni, and he took part in all our alumni activities, and he responded to my call immediately, wherever he was. If he was busy in a very important medical service, still he tried to respond, Ashit, can I call you back? And he evidently called me back. I don't remember a single occasion that I called him for a purpose and he was not there. He was always there. So his value for the relationship was another profound thing. I'll have to talk many more things to prove how important relationships in his life. The third thing, which you all have noted, the smile on the face. Not a mean thing, not a small thing, especially for a busy professional and an entrepreneur. But there are lots of ups and downs in life. We are worried, we are tensed, we are panicked. Not Mahesh Gupta. Always with a soothing, easy, comfortable, spontaneous smile on the face, which made everyone comfortable. Next thing, being on the low key. He was a great leader. Not all great leaders are extrovert, outgoing, like me, and I always show forth. Not Mahesh Gupta. He operated on the low key. He delivered. He proved his commitment by doing the work, completing his commitment and delivering in time. So, never to pronounce his personality, always be humble, be at the back, and demonstrate your work. Demonstrate who you work through the way you work was his philosophy in life, which he had evinced always. Next thing, humanity. He always kept these two things parallel. His humanity never mixed up with business. I'll come to his business part a little later. But at this moment, I want to say he was always, as a great human being, as a brother by my side. When my mother was sick, he was there by my side. When I shifted over to an old age home to my mother, he came to see me there. So I cannot point out, perhaps, anything to which will put me in doubt to say that he loved me truly as a human being. And this is his greatest contribution in my life. When I came back from New Delhi, came back from outside back to New Delhi, it was difficult for me to start my business because you know Delhi is a very costly city. Once you leave the city, it is very difficult to come back and resettle there. So I had a requirement to do that. So I approached Mahesh and said, Mahesh, I need help. How could you help me? He said, what kind of help you need? I said, please locate a hall for my training. He said, okay, done. Your hall is done. He said, how much I'll have to pay? He said, nothing. I'll take you to my friend. He will give his hall to you. I got Bachpan's hall. I knew a wonderful person like Adarsh Gupta, who was generous, to give me Bachpan Hall, and I could restart my journey in Delhi, number one. Number two, I said, I want a living place. I do not want to stay in Delhi because Delhi is very costly. I want to stay a little away from Delhi. He said, come to Sonipat. He got me introduced to a doctor friend, and he gave me a beautiful house in Model Town. And me and my mother and my colleagues all stay there. And I went to Delhi to do my work from there. So these are the demonstration of genuine selfless humanity. We never had a revenue model. Many times we talk of doing business together. Thank God it did not happen. We never had a revenue model. Our relationship was very clean. He said, Oshit, I would need your help in many of the lectures, many of the program. Please don't say no. I said, I'll never say no. So when I required his help, he never charged me money. When he required my help, I never charged him money. That was the understanding between him and me. And our relationship went absolutely free. And it grew by leaps and bounds. The next thing, you see, giving my own example, I'm both an entrepreneur and a businessman, a bad entrepreneur and a good professional. And I always told people it's very difficult to be together. You only find them in America. People are both professionals and entrepreneurs. I never succeeded in excelling in both the areas. Not Mahesh. When I look back and remember his ways of working, I find him a terrific entrepreneur and a great professional. He was very good in his medical work. At the same time, he was very good in running his business. I talked to Dinesh Gupta, and once he told me, my brother is very mature. He will never do anything unthoughtfully. Trust him, go over to him, and he will help you when I face challenges. When I face personal challenges, this is the next thing, apart from his professional and entrepreneurship together. I'm talking about his maturity, his prudence. I said, Mahet, I am in a crossroad. I need little discussion with you about how I'm going to go forward. He said, come over and stay with me. And that is the first time I went and stayed with him in his house. And whole night we sat across, we talked, he listened, and I can't forget the soothing, smiling, cool advice he gave me. He made things very easy. That was his trait. When you go with difficult things, he will make it very easy. So I appreciated his maturity, his prudence, his clarity, clear headedness. All these were great qualities. There are many more things I can keep on talking, but the best message that I will give about him is on this day, we are remembering his departure from life, from our company. We should not shed tears because that's not something which will make Mahesh very happy. I tell you, when I got the message in the early morning, I almost broke down. I was so disturbed, so disturbed. It never happened recently with any of my family members. My other students know, and someone who was at my home was finding it very difficult to manage me because I was also sick. I had a small heart jolt um, a month before. So the person who was taking care of me was very upset. He said, Ashit, please control yourself. I said, I'm okay. But I was very disturbed. And the alumni meeting, monthly alumni meeting, was scheduled a few days from then on the Sunday. I announced initially that we should not hold this alumni because such a stalwart of our alumni member has passed away. In his honor, we should postpone the alumni. One of the alumnus came forward and said, will Mahesh approve it if he heard so? And I was shocked. And I realized he would not. He would say the work should go on. He was a Karamyogi. Work was a priority for him. And immediately we changed our notion. We decided to hold his prayer meeting before the alumni. And we set the theme and the tone of the alumni in the memory of Mahesh Gupta and few others whom we have lost in the days of Corona. So we shall not shed tears, my friends, today. Because when people live their human body, they have no attachment with the material world. So Mahesh is not materially attached to us. He has played his league and he has gone for greater work. His love is there, unconditional love, very diluted form. So by shedding tears, we will not prove anything. Rather, my advice, my suggestion to you all is, as a mentor, as a role model, let us make a checklist of the things that we have learned from him and channel those things in our life, practice those things in our life. Finally, I will only say, like I'm also a member of the family from outside, I feel the pain, but please don't suffer, because you know we come here by the wish of God and we go by the wish of God. And for a man like him, when God has taken him away, I'm sure God will engage him even in some bigger tasks for which he qualified by the way he lived his life here. So we must pray for him. We must always pray. And we know that he is in a much better place, doing much bigger things than he has done and he had started here on this earth. Finally, with my regards to everybody who are listening to me right now, and my immense love to Mahesh Gupta, I close. Thank you very much.